Lost life, okay? Gotta bring that bitchy to that fist fight, okay? It's over like a pig sitting sit tight. Got a solid face card. Gotta thank God. Like I ordered safe guard. Fuck what you heard. I'm an issue on my own. Baby, I'm a fool to the carry. Bitches in the backseat, throwing ass cheeks. Black freaks, turn my back sweater. There's some back streets. Dance room, I got a rap sheet. Keep it back speak. So I would help her fight her demon shit. Say it. Can't stop. Can't stop, 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 whoa, can't stop, can't stop, can't stop. I see you walk, I see you walk, whoa. I'm a hustler, baby. Do another thing. Get it, make it another thing. Get it, make it. Do it. Stepping on shit, I'm a soul survivor. Daddy ain't proud, but my clothes. Niggas ain't proud, they just off the. One thing about it, y'all keep close. Yours was tight too. I don't know how I feel about it. Never mind, I'm related. Nate, this is where you check the temperature.
Oh, let me check the temperature then. What's up?
I can't see shit.
I got family up in here. I'm trying to see it too.
What's up? What's up?
Oh my God. And y'all beautiful too. Left side. What's up? Ain't nobody. I'm talking back there. Some noise, please. Right side, what's up? In the middle, what's up? That nigga was like, oh shit.
Well, I didn't know what side you was on.
He didn't know. He was right on this.
Can you hear me? It says Valerie. Okay. Can you hear me? It says Valerie. We're gonna make it work. That we are. It says, okay, thank you. I'm trying to get it to where I can at least show something. I put share my screen, so I don't know what's going on.
Hello, Moto.
Yeah, I know you're calling me. Well, I can't even mute it now. I don't know how to mute it. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, I see it in the box. All right. Okay. Anyhow, once I'm able to really, really get it going, we're going to be going over a lot of hot topics. There are a lot of people in the news. Of course, Diddy, he's still in the news. Donald Trump's in the news, and his Department of Justice, as well as the FBI guy. He is trying to quit, and they're doing it all over the Epstein list because it was promised to show it, but then they had to change the plans. And the people don't like it, rightfully so. But I have a feeling that the reason why Donald Trump is doing that because he is a main person that was on that list. So we got him. We got Krishan Rock. She's back in the headlines now. Um, she made it into the algorithm again since she's been back full time streaming. Um, the people really want to see her doing things with her son, Krishan Jr. They're wanting to see him see progress on how he's doing with his health and everything. So she wants to put him in the camera at first, but now all of a sudden, she's just not putting him in the camera because she said the people are mean. Which I can agree with her as far as when it comes to a baby. Let me see. What are we doing? Yeah, he did. The judge has granted him, Jay-Z has till the 18th, I believe, because he wanted to have it postponed. He has until this coming week to respond to the request of having, the blood sample done. A lot of reasons that it has been put on hold is because once it does come out, it will show the fact that Jay-Z was a grown man messing with his mom. And, how that's looking now, since it's making the main news, it's not looking good, but let's just say that, because it would say that you messed with a minor while you were a grown man and you knew what you were doing. And so he's finally got his wish granted, and I feel like it should go through. My thing is, if you're not the father, and you know you're not the father, you should have been done, gave up that test. But the fact that you're prolonging it says a lot about you. And like, he's not the only child that you had. You had a daughter that was conversating with him back and forth. And then once you once you did for her, gave her money, gave her a place in a car or whatever, then you had them cut off ties to where they couldn't talk anymore. So, yeah. So hopefully the young man gets what he wants, just to be able to know if, what he always wanted to know was true, what his mom told him. So, I pray God works that out for him, just so he can get some type of closure, whether he is the father or whether he's not. Yeah, was he 20 or was he? I thought he was in his 30s, maybe. I don't know, maybe later 20s. But at the end of the day, respectfully, he should be able to know if that man is his father, since that's what his mother told him before she left here, if he is the father. Because, I mean, I see a lot of things being pinpointed on these quote unquote celebrities, which are just human beings with the means of money, and then they abuse their money with power. So as long as they have the money, they're able to do a lot of things with the money to grant them power to be able to, allow things to be swept under the rug or erased or scrubbed to where it doesn't look bad on them as a person. What one person you cannot escape from is God, I think they forgot about that part. What's in the dark always comes to light. So they can play the game with the devil or Satan or whoever it is they serve. That's their business. And the fact that, Jay, you would want to get this put to rest because you feel like you're being harassed. You feel like the young man's been harassing you. He's been at this since he was a little boy, young man. And now he's being threatened and all that, which is crazy. Yeah, the test will tell. And okay. Yep. Sorry, I seen the message. Exactly. She was 17 and he was 20 something. That's a no, Mo. A no mo here. And yeah, same thing here. I mean, you knew that. You knew what you were doing. Let's just say that. He knew what he was doing. A lot of skeletons. Yes. I don't know his dad. I don't know Jay-Z's dad. They shown his mom, but they haven't shown his dad. His mom was 16 and Jay-Z was 22. Okay. Yeah, I know it was something like there's a big, big difference. Yep. That's exactly what it is. And does he want to be known as one of them? No. But hey, I think he should have been thinking with the right head, I think that would have paid off a whole lot for him if he was thinking with the right head. Not just thinking that, his money that he was making could get him. Yeah, he does. It's like, they're not wanting to say the real age that his wife, Beyonce, was. Because she was young too, just like Aaliyah was young. But, they got ways that they can scrub the internet or make it look like however to us so that we could be left in the dark. And that's the sad part about it, is that we're really not left in the dark. Everything is being brought to the forefront now. You guys aren't being able to hold it in. What was a secret is now no longer a secret in this day and time. Just like the whole thing with Diddy, he might not have been charged with the things that, they call Puerto Rico with, but had they put everything in there instead of waiting, like how the people are trying to say, like, yeah, he was not caught Puerto Rico, but he is for the 2 charges that he did get out of the 5. But then they're saying once the court hearing comes, that like they've been having new cases on top of new cases on top of new cases, and it's just time to let it be known. Why come out as a Jenna John Doe? There's no need really in being, well, I can't really say that, but kind of there's no reason being scared because now he's on the main line of being out there for a lot of things that he's done, along with a whole lot of people. I just seen where they had Biggie's son, someone putting a lawsuit towards him. Tyler Perry, he's got 2 cases, one with the Dixon guy, and then one against his studios. One of the people that are underneath Tyler Perry are being accused of things too. And they just act like nothing ever happened. That's what, throws me, that they act like nothing ever happened. Yeah, Rihanna too. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, how did I do this again? Okay, ciao. He is a grown man now, but people need to realize grown men want to know the truth. Amen. They have the right to know. Especially something they feel that is not, quote unquote, a secret. They have the right to know. I don't think they want to just be pinning themselves. Well, I know there has been some people that came out and said that people were their parents and everything and wasn't really the parents of the people. They was just stuck in their mind of saying that was, like the whole R. Kelly and Aaliyah, that girl that came out saying that R. Kelly was her dad and Aaliyah was her mom. And she actually believed it. But we didn't buy it. Yes, R. Kelly is where he needs to be for doing what he was doing. At the end of the day, I know him as a child. He had it done to him. And, they paid his mom off just for it to go away. But it really didn't go away. He is still with him to this day and stopped a lot of your brother. What you talking about? Okay, let me see what you're saying. Yeah, they're trying.
You got a big. Mom, you just got it.
Sorry about that. I'm back. But yeah, Right is right and wrong is wrong. We would get in trouble for a lot of things that these people are doing that, feel like their money is going to hide a lot of stuff. But slowly and surely are finding out that that doesn't work like that. And that gig is up. So all your skeletons that were in the closet are now, coming forth, you know. Let me see. What does that say? They don't think about what they have done. They have daughters too. They don't want the things that exactly. Now they're trying to live through them. I noticed that a lot. They're trying to live through them. Okay, well, I wanted to daughter, Lori. Okay, nope. She is an example of what her mom is about. So when they get older, then, pass it on down, pass it on down, pass it on around. They don't care. They think they're above and everybody's beneath them. Ramirez said that he doesn't want any money from Jade. He just wants to know the truth, to be known about who his father is. He's owed that much, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, he don't want nothing from you. He's learned how to live and be humble, regardless of who you are and where you fall in that chain of being a celebrity. I mean, I'm over the whole kick of the celebrity thing. And the famous, because what are you famous for? For real? I mean, y'all were, some of y'all were picked. A lot of y'all were picked. But okay, you guys had the money. But as long as y'all have to answer to that man on earth, it's just going to be bad for you. It's going to be bad for you because from what it looks like, okay, they can be a billionaire like Diddy. Let's use him for an example. They can be a billionaire and then have all the money in the world, can get away with so much in the world and do this and do that and just be able to get away with it, by your power with the money that you are given by other people that are above you. And then when you do something wrong in the industry, then they make an example out of you. I feel like through Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, like that wasn't enough for them. They still think that they're bigger than, so God is definitely showing them who's who. There's no more room. And so they're going to, you better know that, pushing each other out. I mean, like squeezing in there to where it's spilling over. Some of that stuff has to come out. And it is. Because it's going to just be like, who's connected to you? Okay. who are you all connected to? So, but they're only doing so much of it. And with so many celebrities, they're only doing so much that they want to give out. But there's a lot of things that people already know that they think that people are dumb and don't know what's going on in the world, what we've already witnessed or what has been talked about, but then they're trying to still act like, no, that was a lie or conspiracy theories and all that. And no, that is not true. The whole thing with Aaliyah, yeah, she was young, and a lot of her symbolisms of the covering of one eye and the way they hold their hands and the way that they, just different things that they do that symbolize to let you know that they are affiliated. And they have to do one thing they can only have to do one thing that lets you know that they are part of them. And then when some of them don't want you to really, really know, they try to do the least minimal, but they still have to pay to their gods. You see what I'm saying? Like, because you don't want them other people, you don't want us real American people to realize who you are. And we see right through you. Right through you. You can't escape from taking that. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. And then I'm seeing where, because this has been said before, now that the judge is really making him, he's been screaming all this time about, it getting on platforms to be out there. And now that it has reached everybody, the main people that it needs to reach, and now you're put on the spotlight. You've been able to escape a lot of the things that has been said about him and his wife, but they think that, a lot of their people, like their fans and stuff, feel like, him and Beyonce are like untouchable because they went all the way to the top with the elites and the people in power. We're rubbing shoulders with them. So that's why people are saying, oh, no, they won't be able to get Jay-Z. Okay. So now they're moving, Blue Ivy, she's doing a lot of dancing. You could tell Beyonce's tired or getting tired. Yeah, you can tell she's getting tired just from her the dance moves. And I know she didn't want her daughter to do it at first. Her daughter got so much backlash when they did that Renaissance tour about how stiff she was. But, she's showing up for them now and showing out. So that's what their next meal ticket is going to be, is through their children. Hey, you like it, I love it. Yep, that's exactly what it is. And then, like this whole thing with the Jeffrey Epstein. Now, why Donald Trump think that everybody is stupid, and we have not seen you in pictures and videos and this, that, and another, but you want to call this man a horrible creep, which he was. And now it's being talked about as far as giving that Maxwell lady that was with him, that was, scouting for the children or whatever, and giving her a pardon But the only reason why you would do something like that is so that she wouldn't come out and say anything about you. But the people already know. And then for you to double back and tell your Department of Justice that there is no Epstein list. Okay. Okay. That's why it's going bad now for him. Paternity is so easy to determine, just take the damn test. But yeah. I mean, you could have did that without us knowing, you know? Damn, you better take Miss Daisy to her destination. Hey, Brother DM. Brother DM. If Trump is so innocent, show the file. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Like, they're fighting too hard to keep their lie going. And it's just not happening. It's not working out for y'all anymore. Nobody is. I mean, you still have some people out there that don't want to believe, you know, but the jig is up. Give it up. Because you're not going. I mean, you ain't hurting us. You hurt yourself. You may be hurting us as a whole to be trying to represent us as a leader, and you really taking up for this man in so many words because you don't want to put out the information. But that was the wrong thing to do. Is try to make it like we all crazy, and you're not. We see right through you. Same thing for Drake, you know. You get in a rap beef with Kendrick, and y'all were going back and forth. It was okay until the last song, and then when he made that last song, you was nowhere to be found. Then you wanted to start suing. So the people in hip hop was like, they have never seen anybody like this. That would call themselves being a quote unquote rapper, but once you get in a diss, and he starts speaking things about you that you know is true, and there is some truth to it because there's paperwork out there. And when there's been different channels that has discussed this whole thing and went through paperwork, I mean, he had a cease and desist letter sent to one concert creator, and then this other guy that was covering it, that was an up and coming, CC. He started, just doing the bare minimum of covering it over on his page, and they try to rip his page away from him. So now people are having to go behind walls to, put it out there for the people to know. And they just get mad. It ain't our fault. You did it to yourself. So once I learned how to get I thought I watched enough videos today and actually was doing it. Once I do get that together, then I'll be able to share with you guys the stuff that I had pulled up. But for whatever reason or another, I'm confused. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. Can you hear me now? Am I back? Okay, you be careful, brother. I hope I'm back. If not, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we should be allowed to say whatever we want as long as we're not being disrespectful. And I didn't think we were being disrespectful over here to mention these people that we're just talking about, just having a conversation. Haven't showed anything. Can you hear me now, Linda? Because I can hear myself on my phone. Okay. So, I don't know what happened there, or nor why it happened, because I didn't push anything. Why is that not working? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna click out of here and then I'm gonna come back because I don't know.